Hello, hello, my beloved waking gods and goddesses. Welcome to Love, Truth, and Beauty. Do it yourself spiritual awakening for divine in the flesh. Welcome to episode 206, and this is our 25th installment of our Love, Truth, and Beauty Quickie Kiss. Keep it simple, sexy. Mwah! Rant, and I am your hostess of the highest, Maria West, and today we continue on with viewer Q&As. Now, viewer question number 6 is from Michelangelo of Toronto, Canada, who queried about going deeper into the subject of integrating polar opposites of the mind and the practice of squares and polarity journaling and burning exercises. Now, I am referring to these polarity journaling exercises from the book Marriage of Spirit. Okay, so this is it right here. Okay, you see the spine of it, right? All right. Now, I've been referring to these exercises for the last 2 years. And in my opinion, these exercises are the best. They are the bomb daddy of do-it-yourself clearings. And Michelangelo wrote about the sort of tennis match, the back and forth match that goes on in his head regarding dating and relationships, and the vox of that 7-19, and all sorts of other things that generate simultaneous polarized realities. Okay, so integrating the polarity of opposite squares journaling exercises from this amazing book, I have found that they're quite powerful in unwinding that sort of incessant monkey mind that everyone and everybody that I know has a tendency to encounter every now and again. Some of us are plagued. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, now you can utilize this exercise on any topic and category that causes you conflict, consternation, and pain. Okay, now the point of this exercise is to unpack and excavate all the possibilities, the thoughts, the outcomes, the emotions on the page in writing, regardless of labeling them positive or negative, good or bad. Okay, because we get into trouble. And not that we shouldn't be doing that, because we should, but it can be really crazy, especially when you get stuck in your inner screen. And by doing this exercise, you will actually discover something rather interesting. So this exercise illustrates the totality of human experience, which I talk about constantly, as a thought moves from your mind, activating your writing it, and dumping whatever is in your mind through your writing, dumping it through your hand via pencil onto a piece of paper, releasing it from your mind. Okay, now how fucking cool is that? And it's free. All right, so presence, that is being present or awake in our attention center. Okay, this is not the outer screen, it is not the inner screen. Your attention center is midway, where you get to observe what's going on here along with what's going on out there, and understand that you are having a reaction, or perhaps you're not. You're just observing. Okay, so this is about owning your attention, and it requires us to not avoid or run away from anything pleasant or unpleasant, or to get distracted by either of those, to be able to hold that moment, even in discomfort, especially in discomfort, and allow the next moment to arise. Okay, and to choose to compose the upcoming frames of a reality. Often we are in such conflict within ourselves, the inner screen of reality within the matrix, yes, that it's vitally impossible for us to be clear and consciously aware of the trap that we are often in when that ping pong match begins, mainly because we're sound asleep, as if we are woke and are stuck in the matrix, in an emotional, mental shit show of the inner screen. Oh my God, it's in my head. I cannot escape. Okay, y'all know that one. Okay, it's not pleasant. Okay, So conscious breathing, my friend, is going to be your powerful tool, as is meditation. That is in learning to practice your superpower of focus to stay present, even amidst the shit we don't like or the shit that we do like that we'd like to stay in forever. Okay? You see the polarity of that? To get away or to stay. Okay, now being present is about meeting each moment fresh and new with awareness, even if you've previously met or experienced something again and again. You're experiencing it for the first time now. Okay, so here are the general directions. I'm going to repeat them using 1 page of paper per heading, per category. Okay, write down the title of each heading on the top of this sheet. Now under each heading, what you're going to do is you're going to write down everything that comes to mind, and you're going to write until you feel complete. I don't want you to censor or second guess or be concerned with grammar. Let it flow, one word or a few word phrases, a stream of consciousness style. You may fill up a page or two or even more. Allow whatever unfolds under each heading and keep going. Keep going with each heading. And you move on to the next heading when you feel complete, and you repeat the same process. Now, once you've completed all the squares, now there are 4 headings for each square, okay? With your right hand on your heart and your left hand on your belly, okay, you're going to recite this blessing prayer, asking for the integration of all that you've written, okay? So it goes like this: Mother, Father, God, Essence, Great Spirit, all that is, I recognize these polarized states exist in my mind and thought patterning. I offer them up and ask that they be merged into a place of oneness and clarity so that I may see more clearly who I really am and that I may live my highest truth. I ask this with appreciation, knowing that my prayer has already been answered, and so it is. Okay, so here are a few examples, okay? And this is in reference to Michelangelo, and this is in general. And we want to start with generalities because it unpacks a lot of stuff. So relationship square, number 1, desire to be loved. Okay? Number 2, fear of being loved. Heading number 3, desire to not be loved. Heading number 4, fear of not being loved. Okay, relationship square number 2. Heading number 1, desire to have a relationship. Heading number 2, fear of having a relationship. Heading number 3, desire to not have a relationship. Heading number 4, fear of not having a relationship. All right, relationship squares number 3. Heading number 1, desire to create boundaries. Heading number 2, fear of creating boundaries. Heading number 3, desire to not create boundaries. Heading number 4, fear of not creating boundaries. Relationship squares number 4. Heading number 1, desire to be seen. Heading number 2, fear of being seen. Heading number 3, desire to not be seen. Heading number 4, fear of not being seen. Okay, relationship squares number 5. Heading number 1, desire to put me first. Heading number 2, fear of putting myself first. Heading number 3, desire to not put me first. Heading number 4, fear of not putting myself first. All right, relationship squares number 6. Heading number 1, desire to focus on my needs. Heading number 2, fear of focusing on my needs. Heading number 3, desire to not focus on my needs. Heading number 4, fear of not focusing on my needs. Okay, relationship squares number 7. Heading number 1, desire to be happy. Heading number 2, fear of being happy. Heading number 3, desire to not be happy. Heading number 4, fear of not being happy. Relationship squares number 8, heading number 1, desire to know what I want in a love relationship. Heading number 2, fear of knowing what I want in a love relationship. Heading number 3, desire to not know what I want in a love relationship. Heading number 4, fear of not knowing what I want in a love relationship. All right, relationship squares number 9, heading number 1, desire to be alone. Heading number 2, fear of being alone. Heading number 3, desire to not be alone. Heading number 4, fear of not being alone. Okay, relationship squares number 10, heading number 1, desire to attract a kind, loving, high quality woman or man. Heading number 2, fear of attracting a kind, loving, high quality woman or man. Heading number 3, desire to not attract a kind, loving, high quality woman or man. Heading number 4, fear of not attracting a kind, loving, high quality woman or man. Okay, so those are the relationship squares I want you to journal about, okay? All right, so here are the fox squares. Heading number 1, desire to be voxed. Heading number 2, fear of being voxed. Heading number 3, desire to not be voxed. And heading number 4, fear of not getting voxed. Okay, my loves. Now, under each heading, you will write unedited and uncensored everything that comes to mind. All the consequences, all the thoughts, all the bullshit. I want you to go for it. Now, after you complete, I want you to look over your lists under each heading. What the fuck do you notice? Okay, now I want you to feel free to repeat these exercises for any subject or category that has hijacked your attention and has you playing a tennis match, a ping pong match, pickleball match, whatever it is, in your head, table tennis, back and forth, because you know what? That shit takes up so much energy, creative energy, and is meant to usurp, okay, your life force energy and keep you enslaved and stuck, sound asleep in your mind, your inner screen, unable to focus your attention upon the life that you would like and want to create for yourself, okay? Now, you're going to recite that prayer that I recited to you, and then you're going to burn the pages, okay? I'm going to have all the instructions in the show notes below, and next time we are going to have more Q&A. So, my loves, that is my speech. So, here's to love, truth, and beauty, my love bugs. Mwah! Have fun.